A warm greetings from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am Professor Radhika, Chemistry Department. In this topic, we discuss about the nuclear energy. After completion of this topic, students can be able to explain the need and importance of nuclear energy. For our energy requirement, we mainly depends upon the conventional energy sources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. But these sources are limited in quantity and it exhausted in future days. Therefore, it is a continuous and rapid need of to finding the alternate energy source nowadays. To overcome this energy crisis, we have to find the alternate energy source like wind energy, solar energy and nuclear energy for the betterment of human society. Among this non-conventional energy source, the main energy is the nuclear energy. That nuclear energy is produced via nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reactions. The amount of energy which is released during the nuclear fission and fusion reaction is called as a nuclear energy. This nuclear energy is mainly used for the production of electrical current. It is used as a source of pure water and also in health care. Some type of radioactive isotopes are used to cure some health issues, and it is also used in the agricultural field also. It is helps to control the agricultural pest, and also it is used for delays the ripening of fruits. Similarly, this nuclear energy also possesses some hazards. The nuclear radiation, which can damage the structure of cells in the human body, it induces many health issues in our body system, and it causes the genetic disorder, and it induces the sterility problem in the young generations also. See, even though it has some hazards, if we use in the proper way, this nuclear energy can be used for the betterment of our society. Let us see the process of nuclear fission. So, nuclear fission is nothing but the process of splitting of heavier nuclei into smaller nuclei with the release of large amount of energy is called as a nuclear fission. Normally, when uranium-235 is bombarded with one fast-moving neutron, it is converted as a unstable compound. Then it undergoes decomposition. It forms the barium, krypton, as well as the release of 3 neutrons. So, this is a nuclear fission reaction, conversion of bigger nuclei into smaller nuclei. At the time, it emits the tremendous amount of heat energy. That heat energy is converted as a electrical energy with the help of the components in the nuclear reactor. Okay, so in this reaction, the liberation of 3 neutrons induces the further nuclear fission. It also continuously the reaction process is going on. So this reaction is called as a nuclear chain reaction. If nuclear fission reaction continuously takes place, it produces the nuclear chain reaction. So already we have discussed that nuclear energy. Nuclear energy means the amount of energy released during the fission reaction and fusion reaction. Normally, artificially we are done the nuclear fission reactions. Okay, so that time the amount of energy released is called as a nuclear energy. Okay. So in fission reactions, the sum of the masses of the product is less than that of the reactants. Therefore, the total mass, the loss in mass is converted into energy with the help of Einstein equation. E is equal to mc squared. Here, E indicates energy, m means loss in mass, and c is the velocity of light. Let us see the characteristics of nuclear fission reaction. So, nuclear fission reactions, the heavy nuclei is split up into 2 or more smaller nucleus. At the time 2 or more neutrons are released, large amount of energy is released. All the fission products are radioactive nature, which emits the beta and gamma radiations. The fission reactions are self-propagating. So the liberation of neutrons once again heat another uranium 235, which releases the radioactive substance as well as the 3 neutrons. So in this way, the neutrons emitting the uranium 235 continuously. So it is a self-propagating. The nuclear fission reactions can be controlled by absorbing the extra neutrons with the help of coolant rods. We are absorbing the excess number of neutrons, otherwise the reactor becomes explode. The number of number of neutrons released from a single fission is called as a multiplication factor. If it is less than 1, there is no chain reaction occur. Nuclear fusion. The nuclear fusion is nothing but the process in which two or more smaller nuclei combine to give one heavier nuclear is known as a nuclear fusion reaction. The two more nuclei combines with each other to form a big nuclei is known as a nuclear fusion. Such kinds of reactions are mainly done in takes place in the sun. Okay, so the sun is filled by hydrogen and helium gas. The hydrogens combine with the smaller nuclei of hydrogen combines with each other. It form a helium molecule with the liberation of tremendous amount of energy. Let us see the difference between nuclear fission and fusion reaction. We know that fission means separation, fusion means joining. The splitting of heavier nuclear into smaller nuclear is known as a nuclear fission. During the nuclear fission, it emits the neutrons. This process carried out at ordinary temperature. These reactions can be controlled. It is a chain reaction. The fission products are radioactive in nature, which are emitting beta and gamma radiations. The energy released is less when compared to nuclear fusion reaction. Normally, the nuclear fusion reactions are carried out by the combination of two or more smaller number of nuclei to form a heavy nucleus. During the nuclear fusion reaction, it emits the positrons. These kinds of reactions carried out at very high temperature. These reactions cannot be controlled. It's not a chain process. The fusion products are not emitting the harmful radioactive rays. The very high amount of energy is released during the nuclear fusion reaction. So, I clearly indicate that the nuclear fission, nuclear fusion reactions are mainly carried out, which is used to make the electrical current in a society. Because from the harmful radioactive substance, we can generate the electrical current. And the radioactive substances are used to cure the health issues in our body health. Okay, so students, thank you for listening.